Hey y'all, Kate here from the Emerald Minecart, and today we are going to be looking at some FNAF movie scripts that were scrapped. Now, yes, this is old news, I guess, but I just wanted to talk about this because apparently eventually we're going to get more news on the FNAF movie. Jason Blum, please. Really hope you're not lying. But yeah, so most of these scripts have been obviously scrapped, and even the last one that will be talked about, which is referred to the Mike script, has also been scrapped and they're making a new one. So yeah. And there's about a total of 10 scripts. 9 if you don't include the Mike script, but you know, let's do this. First we have the F screenplay. Okay, listen. Before I go on, this is a script that just makes me groan. Like, makes me groan obnoxiously. Just imagine the most obnoxious groan and double it by 5. Okay, so. Oh, and also before I start on, I did get these scripts from Wikipedia, or not the scripts, or at least what the scripts would have been from Wikipedia, and they also explain why they were scrapped. Okay, first we have the F screenplay. Here we go. The movie starts a group of troublemaking teenagers. God. Okay, listen. I don't mind horror movies that have like teenagers as the main characters, but it's just those horror movies are just. They just feel so generic. They're so generic, and if you think the genericness only starts there, like is only there, no, you are fairly mistaken. So yeah, let's continue on. I bring in the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Starting their chaotic adventure, the movie ends up with the teens discovering a secret underground animatronic factory that was creating robots for the government. Yep. And the reason why it was scrapped, it says, while it seems to be a great basic setup, yeah, sure, buddy, it went too far from the source material. You don't say! As it goes out of place as the plotline goes on. Gee, you don't say. But yeah, oh my god. I hate it when, like, whenever, like, I hate when, like, horror movies have some sort of, like, magical or magical, or, like, something to do with, like, ghost and spiritual stuff. Like, it seems interesting, but then, like, they pull the rug and say, oh, no, it was all something done by the government. Like, I hate that so much. It's like, you were building up so much stuff with all of the supernatural stuff, but then you pull the rug and say, oh, no, it was the government. Like, that is, also, why would the government need animatronics? Like, I'm confused, but then, you know, I'm not gonna be surprised if in the future we have like animatronic soldiers or something. I wouldn't be surprised. I swear, this, again, there's a reason why whenever I think about the screenplay, all I feel is the need to just groan obnoxiously for every 10 seconds I think about it. Anyways, next we have the Plushies Take Manhattan. Seemingly a parody of Muppets Take Manhattan, considering the plush protagonist. Nothing else describes the screenplay other than the fact that the Plushies take Manhattan and that Scott hated the idea. It could also be a parody of Friday the 13th, part 8. Yeah, part 8. I can't read that number. I can't read the Roman numerals, however you say it. Jason Takes Manhattan. But considering how it's not that much about plushies and how the concept sounded more silly than horror makes it seem less likely. As the idea seems rather silly, the screenplay was quickly scrapped. To be honest, look, as stupid as I would have been, that would have been funny. Just imagine a FNAF horror comedy movie. Or, actually, going off topic for a bit, what about, like, a FNAF parody movie? Like, it's a movie that, like, parodies, like, the genre FNAF made, which is Robot Restaurant Survival. Or, I think that's the official name. Yeah, like, why, I don't get why there hasn't been a parody movie of FNAF yet. Like, seriously, the amount of potential that has. Maybe, maybe I might do that. But yeah, I remember watching Dako's video when he was looking over these scripts, and yeah, to be honest, I see why Scott hates this. And then the next one is called Random Charlie. The protagonist, named Charlie, must sneak inside Freddy Fazbear's Pizza with her friends to reclaim the lost toy. Pretty generic. The character shares the same names with their counterparts from the game and book universes, but despite using the franchise's familiar elements, the film felt too loosely based on the game. Yeah, that's kind of a thing with adaptations. If you want to make a perfect adaptation, then loosely basing it off of the source material isn't really the greatest idea. Then the next one, which is one that I was legitimately excited for, the Silver Eyes movie adaptation. An earlier draft idea is to adapt the first book of the novel trilogy into a movie. For about a year, Scott Coffin and Kira Breed Risley, I'm sorry for mispronouncing her name, worked on 3 versions of the screenplay to choose the right approach to the novel story. To Scott and Kira's inexperience at writing, I can relate to that, all attempts for the screenplay suffered greatly. When deciding to have the movie closely based on the game series instead from the books, the screenplay was canned. And to be honest, that's sad, because like the first FNAF book trilogy, that could be a movie trilogy on its own. Like, I'm just saying, like, ignore Fazbear's Frights, because to be honest, that could just be turned into like, that could be turned into a TV series on HBMO or something. Or HBO, yeah. But yeah, it would actually be really cool if we got like some sort of like some sort of series, like TV series based off of the first 3 FNAF books. That'd be really cool. Like, come on. Hopefully that happens one day. Especially since, to be honest, I just want to see Twisted Wolf in live action. That's all. Then the next one is The Pawn Shop, which, before we continue on, all I want to say is, to be honest, this could be a Fazbear's Fright story. Or some sort of short story. Okay, the kid who looks after a pawn shop has found trouble when an animatronic is brought in. The kid learned about Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and has been robbed. Who would rob a pizzeria? Like, I mean, I guess if you wanted to sell the animatronics or other stuff, I don't know, just like a pizzeria seems like the most pointless thing to rob. And the animatronics were taken to different locations for sale. The other animatronics come to retrieve the one at the pawn shop, and the kid and his friends start the adventure together. The film's draft was rejected due to feeling more like an after-school adventure movie than a horror film. Again, this could be a book on its own. Like, this could be... I wouldn't be surprised if, like, there's... Actually, there's probably not, but still, if there was, like, a Fazbear's Frights adaptation of this script, I wouldn't be surprised. Next, we have Cassidy. The movie heavily focused on the life of Cassidy, filled with a cluster of lore to uncover. So basically, a movie that only MatPat would enjoy. I see. Scott feels that the screenplay was saturated, turning out to be a visual encyclopedia than a film. Yeah, that's usually not good. It spans multiple time periods with multiple characters and featuring lore from numerous games, leaving people confused and lost. Again, a movie only MatPat will enjoy. Then the next one we have is The Misfit Kid. Taking place in modern days, because of course, the kid visits a new town with her single mother and trespasses the old Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location. Even though the setup turned out a bit well, the film's screenplay just did not work out like Scott planned. Next we have Ghost Trackers. Oh god, a team of teenage ghost hunters sneak into the abandoned Freddy Fazbear's pizzeria, or pizza restaurant. The only problem about the idea for the characters having their own backstories and hardship is making the pizzeria's legend unimportant. As a result, the screenplay was scrapped. Next we have Insane. The film's draft was similar to Ghost Tracker's screenplay, but with funtime animatronics and the puppet itself. The film sets in an underground area filled with ball pit tunnels. The screenplay was rejected due to filled with too many characters, while the film itself feels too much like an action film. Yeah, when you're trying to make a horror movie, the last thing you want to do is make it an action film. And that's sad because, like, here's the thing. It also mentions a Funtime animatronics, a live-action Funtime Foxy and Funtime Freddy. Yes, please, but sadly we're not going to be able to see that. Like, ever. And then finally we have the Mike script. No information is known about the screenplay, although it was presumed it's about Michael Afton or Mike Schmidt. Bro, they're the same character, I guess. The filming of the screenplay was supposed to start spring 2021, but due to Scott Cawthon's retirement from the series and the director Chris Columbus refusing to take part in the film, it got scrapped, because of course. The crew is currently looking for a new screenplay idea that won't disappoint Scott. Hopefully we don't have to wait until 2035 for this. But yeah, that was all of the scrapped FNAF movie screenplays. So, yeah. Tell me, actually, I want all of you to, like, tell me which is your favorite scrapped screenplay. Because, personally, mine is the, Silver Eyes one, so, yeah. But still, just you all can let me know which one is your favorite, and, yeah. So, anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!